What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to this brand new episode of Restoration with Vic. Today we are going to be working on these 2006 Cardinal 7's. The last pair I worked on were those Citrus 7's back in December. That was a good video, tons of good stuff in there. Make sure to check that out. By the way, spoiler alert, I killed it. It was nothing. However, these shoes right here, they need some TLC. As you can see, they need a proper full deep clean inside and out, re-glue this area on the sole, repaint the midsoles, and take care of this huge scratch on the toe box of these shoes. It's gonna be interesting how these turn out, so let's get started. What a great intro. Let's watch it again. But seriously, the first step we're gonna do is insert our extra large rejuvenator shoe tree that we grabbed from our extra large rejuvenator sneaker launch system. Laces are out, shoe trees are in. The first step we're gonna do is squirt some solution into our collapsible bowl. The first brush we're gonna get started with is the stiff bristle brush to clean up these soles. All done with the stiff bristle brush, moving on to the all-purpose to clean up the white upper leather. All right, moving on to the very last brush is the soft bristle. We're gonna be using this brush to clean up these tongues. Oh, bitch. All right, cleaning on the shoe is completely done. Next step we're gonna do is quickly pre-treat these shoelaces inside a collapsible bowl, put the shoe and our shoelaces inside our sneaker laundry bag so it can properly flush out the interior and complete this cleaning inside the washing machine. Go, go. Washing machine time. As always, we're gonna wanna use a small cycle since we are only cleaning one shoe with cold water. And let's not forget, I'll be right back. Our Rejuvenator sneaker laundry detergent. This stuff's the best. One ounce. We need more than that. That's all you need. Bam! All right, guys, shoes are fresh out the washing machine, fully dried. Let's check out a side-by-side comparison on what they used to look like. As you can see, creasing is gone. The scuffs and stains that are all over the shoe, gone as well. And the tongues, the grime, the dirt, flushed out, back to the original off-white color. Shoes are looking good. Let's keep this restoration moving by moving on to the next step, which is the sole separation. First step you gotta do is prep. So for this step, we're gonna be using acetone and cotton balls to go deep inside and remove all that old factory glue. That way, when we apply the new glue, it can bond. James Bond. And the lucky number is... we got the factory glue completely off. The next step we're gonna move on to is not re-gluing these areas, but skipping to the midsoles. What I'm gonna be doing next is stripping the midsoles using acetone and cotton balls, but first I gotta tape off the uppers. Midsoles are fully stripped, back to the regluing process. We're gonna start off over here. The first step you gotta do is tape off the uppers and the rubber so we can lay down a fresh coat of barger finish cement using a cotton swab. All right guys, so 7 minutes are up. We're gonna go ahead and clamp the shoe together. Seven minutes are up, time to clamp. All right, we got the separation re-glued, came out nice and flush. I'll show you guys some up-close shots at the end of the video. For now, we're gonna go back to the midsoles. As you can see, in some areas, there is some little creasing. We're gonna get rid of that using the heat gun. All right, so we got the creasing out of the midsoles. That was super easy. If you guys are doing that step at home, make sure you guys are extra careful using the heat gun because you guys can cause some separation if you're not careful. Moving on to the next step is the midsole repaint. First step you gotta do is the boring step, which is taping off the uppers and soles. Bam, shoes are taped up. Now the next step we're gonna move on to is laying down some white paint using an angular brush. All right, white is fully laid down. Took a few coats, but it looks nice and solid. On to the second color, which is this red. The colors I used to create this mix was scarlet red, magenta, and a little bit of white to lighten up the color. Alright guys, midsole repaint is fully done. I was concerned when I was laying down the red that the tape will peel off the white. Luckily we didn't have that issue at all. I am going to lay down some finishes, but we'll do that at the very end. For now we're going to move on to the white upper leather. As you can see in the toe box, there are some really deep scratches. We're gonna be using this 400 grit sanding sponge to smooth out those areas. It's not gonna come out perfect, but it's definitely gonna look a lot better than this. Toe boxes are sanded down, look a lot better. Those deep scratches are mostly gone. There is still a lot of imperfections in the leather. That's as best it's gonna get. So let's finish up the prep. The next step we're gonna do is use some acetone and cotton balls to go over the rest of the leather. White paint's laid down, looks good, nice and smooth, no paint where there shouldn't be. Like I said earlier, the mark is still there. You can still see the scratches, but it's not as noticeable. Now we're gonna protect these uppers with some Cardinal matte finish outside. Matte finish is fully dried. I don't know if you noticed earlier on, after I finished the midsole repaint, I did not spray a finisher on them. That's because this midsole repaint requires a gloss finish. So we're gonna do that now. First step we gotta do real quick is tape around it so we can go back outside and spray them with the crystal clear from Cardinal. Alrighty guys, that is gonna wrap it up on this episode on how to restore a pair of Cardinal 7's from 2006. Honestly, the shoe itself wasn't in terrible condition before, but I still took a long time restoring the shoe, mainly because of these midsoles. Usually whenever I restore a pair of 7's, I take the longest time repainting the midsoles because of all the grooves, the two-tone colors, and even the color matching takes forever. But overall, the shoe came out great. Here's a recap on what I did. I used Rejuvenator's extra large sneaker laundry system, as well as our 3 brushes to give the shoe a proper deep clean. Once that was done, I put the shoe inside the washing machine to give the shoe a deep clean inside and out using our advanced sneaker laundry detergent. Once that was all done, I moved on to re-gluing the separation on the toe box and the side right here. That part was a little tricky, but it came out nice and flush. No glue where there shouldn't be, and alignment came out perfect. Once the midsole repaint was complete, I moved on to the uppers. There were some really deep scratches on the toe box. I got the majority of it out, but there's still some slight marks, but it looks a lot better. Repainting the uppers, spraying them with some finishers to protect the paint job, and wrapped it up by lacing up this shoe. If you're interested in copying some Rejuvenator products, head over to rejuvenator.com and check out the description below for my promo code to save some dollars. Hope you guys enjoy this video. This is Vic Almighty. See you guys next Monday.